Dear students, I am Professor Investment Property as part 1. Objective of this standard. Objective of Ind AS 40 is to prescribe the accounting treatment for property which may consist of land and building or land or building or both, held to earn rentals or for capital appreciation on long-term basis. Ind AS 40 prescribes cost model for accounting for investment property. Scope of this standard. Ind AS 40 should be applied in the recognition, measurement and disclosure of investment property. This standard does not apply to biological assets, which is covered under Ind AS 41, property, plant and equipment covered under Ind AS 16, and mineral rights and mineral reserves such as oil, natural gas and similar non-regenerative resources. The matter covered under Ind AS 17 leases. These are exclusions. Other than this, the properties are covered under Ind AS 40, wherein the purpose of holding the asset is to earn rental income or capital appreciation in the long run. Classification of property. Ind AS 40 classifies property into two categories as investment property and owner occupied property. Investment property, it is a land and building or both or part of building held by the owner or the leasee under the finance lease to earn rentals or for capital appreciation rather than for use in production or supply of goods and services or use in administrative purposes, that means for use for internal purposes by the company, or held for sale in ordinary course of business. Owner occupied property. It is a property held for use in production or supply of goods or services for administrative purposes. That means property held for internal usage, that is for the activities of the company. Owner occupied property is accounted under Ind AS 16, which covers property, plant and equipment. Examples of investment property. Land held for long-term capital appreciation rather than for short-term sale. A building owned by the entity and leased out under one or more operating leases. A building that is vacant but is held to be leased out under one or more operating leases. That means the property is not yet leased out, but it is held to give away on rental basis or on lease basis. Property that is being constructed or developed for future as an investment property. That means the property is under construction. The purpose of construction or development of the property is to give away the property on rental basis or on lease basis. Recognition criteria. Investment property shall be recognized as an asset if it is probable that future economic benefits will flow towards the entity. That means if the property is given away on rental basis, there will be rent that flows to the organization for a fixed period of time or as per the agreed contract. And the cost of investment property can be measured reliably. So these are the two criteria that should be there to recognize a property as investment property. Initial measurement. How to value the investment property initially. An investment property shall be measured initially at cost including transaction charges. However, property held under finance lease shall be measured initially using the principles contained in Ind AS 17 leases at the lower of fair value and present value of the minimum lease payments. That means the investment property that is given on lease basis has two values. One is fair value, that is valued by an independent valuer, and the future rentals or lease income has to be calculated at its present value. These two values, fair value and present value of the minimum lease payments, are compared. Lower of these two will be taken as the value of investment property initially. Cost of purchased investment property. If the property is purchased, then what else or what are the elements of cost included in the cost of investment. If it contains or comprises its purchase price and any directly attributable expenditure such as professional fees for legal services, property transfer taxes and other transaction costs along with the purchase price. However, it excludes startup costs, operating losses included before the investment property achieves planned level of occupancy. For example, if the whole building is not occupied and the rental income is not received on all parts of the building, abnormal amounts of wasted material, labor and other resources incurred in construction or development of the property, that means no abnormal expenses are considered. Then if the property is being constructed or purchased and it is on loan basis, or if deferred payment is made, for example purchase of property is made and a part of the amount is paid in future along with the interest, such interest costs are not included in the cost of the purchased investment property. Measurement after recognition, after initial recognition, how to measure in future. An entity shall also measure subsequently after initial recognition all its investment property at cost. That means if any further improvement is made on the property, the improvement cost is added to the property cost, that is investment property cost. Transfers. The properties are classified actually under three heads as investment property, owner occupied property and inventories. Among these, the objective of the property may change in the course of business, and as per the change in the intention of holding the property, the transfers from one head to another head will take place. For example, commencement of owner occupation. For a transfer from investment property to owner occupied property, hitherto the property is owned and or held as investment property. Now the owner wants to occupy for his purpose. In case of a company, the company wants to use the property given away on rental basis for its requirement. Commencement of development with a view to sale. For a transfer from investment property to inventories, the property is held as investment property. Now the concern wants to sell it. Now the objective has changed. So from investment property, the property has to be transferred to inventories. End of owner occupation. For a transfer from owner occupied property to investment property, that means the property is being owned by the firm for his or the firm's purposes, internal purposes. Then they transfer from owner occupied property to investment property. The property is held for self purpose, but it is intended to give away on rental basis. Now the transfer from owner occupied property to investment property. Commencement of an operating lease to another party for a transfer from inventories to investment property. Hitherto the property is held for sale. Now the objective changes. The property is meant for giving away on rental basis. So transfer from inventory to investment property. These types of transfers may take place from one head to another place, another head. But in that case, there will be no change in the carrying amount of the property. From one head to another head, the property may change, but the carrying amount will not change. That will remain same. Derecognition. An investment property shall be derecognized on disposal or when no benefit is expected from future use or disposal. That means the property hitherto held as investment property. Now the property has lost its status. It may be due to disposal. That means when the property is sold, or when there is no benefit expected from future use. That means there will be no rental income from the property. In such case, under the head investment property, the property will not remain. Any gain or loss is determined as the difference between the net disposal proceeds and the carrying amount is recognized in the income statement. That means when the property loses investment property status by disposal or by the fact that no benefit is expected, then the difference between the carrying amount and the proceeds, net proceeds received from sale, etc., the difference is transferred to income statement. Now, the disclosures requirement under the standard. Classification criteria apply to treat investment property, how the investment property is recognized, methods and assumptions used to determine the fair value, and the amounts transferred to profit and loss account under different heads as income, rental income, direct operating income from rental property, direct operating income from non-rented property, restrictions on realizability and remittance of income or disposal process. That means if there is any sharing of revenue, that is rental income, etc., then such facts should be disclosed along with other details with regarding investment property under Ind AS 40. Now we shall consider certain illustrations. Question 1. Sun Limited owns a building having 15 floors, of which it uses 5 floors for its office. The remaining 10 floors are leased out to tenants under operating leases. According to the law, company can sell legal title to 10 floors while remaining legal title to other 5 floors. That means there are 15 floors, but there is a possibility of clear-cut demarcation between 10 floors and 5 floors. 5 floor is used for office and 10 floor can be leased out or it can be sold. That type of possibility is there. How shall the property be classified? In the given scenario, the remaining 10 floors should be classified as investment property. After 5 floors used for office purposes, the 10 floors that remains can be classified as investment property since they are able to split the title between the floors. Now the 5 floors used for office can be classified under Ind AS 16 as property, plant and equipment, and the 10 floors that is leased out can be classified under Ind AS 40. Question 2. Moon Limited uses 35% of the office floor space of the building as its head office. It leases the remaining 65% to tenants, but it is unable to sell the tenants' space or to enter into finance leases related solely to it. There is no possibility of entering into sale agreement or tenant agreement for that 65% space in the floor. Head office can't be shifted and is significant to the overall operation of the firm. That means shifting of head office is not possible because the concern requires its use. Can the above property be classified as investment property as per Ind AS 40? As the company cannot split the office total office space into 35% and 65% as it requires only 35% of its space for office purposes, there is no classification as such, and the property, investment property, as 35% of floor space used by the company is significant. Full property as per Ind AS 16 has to be considered. That means there is no possibility of considering the floor as investment property. The whole property should be, whole floor space should be considered as property under Ind AS 16, not under Ind AS 40. Another example. Sun Limited acquired a building in exchange of a warehouse whose carrying amount is 5 lakh and payment of rupees 2 lakh. The fair value of the building received by the company is 8 lakh. That means the company purchases 8 lakh worth building in exchange for warehouse whose carrying amount is 5 lakh, and also along with that 2 lakh cash is paid. So by sacrificing 7 lakh, it gets the building worth rupees 8 lakh. How the company should pass the journal entry? Building, that is investment property 8 lakh, that is the value received by exchange of warehouse. The value sacrificed, warehouse 5 lakh and cash 2 lakh. The difference between these two will be 1 lakh profit. This 1 lakh profit has to be transferred to profit and loss account. Investment property is 8 lakh because the company decided to keep the building for rental purpose as required under Ind AS 40. Question number 4. An entity owns a hotel which includes a health and fitness center housed in a separate building that is part of the premises of the entire hotel. There is a hotel and it has another building which has health and fitness center. The owner operates the hotel and other facilities of the hotel with the exception of the health and fitness center. The hotel is not making use of health and fitness center, which can be sold or leased out under a finance lease because it has a separate space that can be leased out. The health and fitness center will be leased to an independent operator. The entity has no further involvement in health and fitness center. The hotel is not making use of health and fitness center. It is leased out. How the entity can treat the hotel property? In this scenario, management should classify the hotel and other facilities as property, plant and equipment. That is, hotel along with other facilities should be treated under India 16 property, plant and equipment, and the health and fitness center as investment property because there is separate space for it, a separate building for that, that can be treated under investment property. That means under India's 40. If health and fitness center could not be sold or leased out separately on a finance lease, then because of owner occupied portion is not insignificant because hotel is a major portion, the whole property would be treated as owner occupied property. That means if there is no possibility of leasing out or selling that health and fitness center, then the whole property should be treated as owner occupied property. But in this case, there is the possibility of treating the health and fitness center separately and it can be given away on rental basis or it can be sold. It is that property is considered under investment property. Question number 5. X Limited owns a building which is used to earn rental income. The building has carrying amount of 50 lakh. X Limited recently replaced interior walls of the building and the cost of new interior walls is 5 lakh. The original walls have a carrying amount of 1 lakh. How X Limited should account for the above cost? The original value of the building is 50 lakh. It is using the building is used for earning rental income. There is an interior wall that is replaced with 5 lakh rupees. Its original value or carrying amount is 1 lakh. How the transaction should be treated? Under the recognition principle, an entity recognizes the carrying amount of the investment property at cost and replacing cost also along with its cost. So X Limited should add the cost of new walls and remove the carrying amount of old walls. Now the value of new building, that means new value of building will be 50 lakh, the original value, plus additional investment for creating new interior 5 lakh minus the value of old interior walls. That gives 54 lakh as the new carrying amount of the building. It is easy to understand this illustration. Hope you have understood the illustration. This ends the video part 1. I request you to view video 19 for part 2 of India's 40 investment property. Thank you.